So we're going to make pizza crust today. It's going to be really simple. I've already got the yeast activated here. I don't know if you can see. Okay, so we see that our yeast is active. I put some water, sugar, and yeast and some in there, and it's activated. So I just want to show you how it looks when your yeast is activated and ready to go. See that? But I've already got it activated here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour that into my bowl. Water, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour some of that in my bowl too. And pour the seasoning. So a little bit of thyme and a little bit of garlic powder. So you're just going to mix it together until you get a nice dough. So the ratio between the water and the flour is just until you get a nice dough. You can smell that garlic. So you know what? We might not even end up using the all-purpose flour. Originally intended to use it, but I think the whole white wheat flour is going to win. So we're just going to, we're going to stick with the whole white wheat flour because I don't really need it. Add a little bit more water here. I was trying to decide all morning. I was like, do I want, you know, to use all-purpose, or do I just want to stick with the whole grain, whole wheat crust? And I didn't make up my mind until just that moment that I want to stick with the whole white wheat crust because it's not really much of a difference. I mean, when you use unbleached all-purpose flour, the dough is a little softer than it is with whole wheat, but it's really not much of a difference. And you know, if you want to stick with being the healthiest and stick with plant-based, then stick with the whole grain, stick with the really rich, natural, minimally processed flours. Okay, so I've got me a nice dough here, as you can see. Nice little dough. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this to the side and we're going to let it finish rising. So that's why I went ahead and did this before I even cooked breakfast, which I'm going to be cooking me some pancakes, and you'll probably see that video too because this is a day off and I'm enjoying it. But and it's Friday. So, but anyway, yeah, you're going to put this dough aside, maybe put in a sheet of parchment paper so it doesn't stick, or just put enough flour, and you're going to set it aside and we're going to let this rise. And then when I come back to make my pizza, it'll be ready. So that's the thing about making the yeast crust, is just make it early enough so that when you want to make your pizza, you can grab it and you can go ahead and make it, and the crust is just sitting there waiting and ready to be used. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more flour just so it doesn't stick at the bottom, because you usually would sprinkle oil at this point, but I don't think I need any oil. So I'm just sticking some flour here, and actually you can find the recipe for this crust. I added a couple things. I added the garlic powder and the thyme, but you can find the recipe for this crust over the Forks Over Knives website, which I'm going to link that recipe at the bottom for you guys to go check it out, because I ended up making it. I thought I was going to have to change the recipe and add that all-purpose unbleached flour, but it was just coming together so nicely, and I was just like, you know what, why not stick with the whole wheat, because, you know, the healthier the better, right? So let's go ahead and put some, I'm just going to put a tile over this or whatever, set this in the corner, let it rise, and then I'm going to go cook breakfast, which I probably will be seeing you guys again because I'm going to be filming that recipe for my blueberry pancakes. So let's go ahead and set this aside, and I will show you how it looks once it rises, and we'll make a wonderful vegan bomb pizza. So the pizza crust is done, and we're going to go ahead and top it. I have a veggie burger that I stir fried in a non-stick skillet with a veggie burger with onions and green peppers. I have some olives, some sauce, some pizza sauce, and then I have some veggies, and I have some non-dairy vegan cheese. Just a little bit. It was frozen, so I just kind of grated it with my knife. And so we're gonna go ahead and top the pizza. Pizza is done. Just gonna let it sit here and cool, and then we're gonna taste this amazing pizza. Let's face it, when I went off dairy, pizza was one of those things where it's really hard to redo without cheese. And I did put a little bit of vegan cheese up here, but genuinely I don't like vegan cheese. I don't like cheese substitutes. I put a little bit of follow your heart because that kind it's okay. But I tried to make this pizza good, you know, without the regular cheese and all of that, because it is difficult to find a good vegan pizza, a good non-dairy pizza. But I think this comes pretty close to being pretty good. So I'm gonna try to exercise patience here and let this cool. And then we will taste it, because of course we've got to taste it. We worked this hard, so I'll be back to taste it. Okay, so you know what time it is. It's time to taste this pizza. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Mmm. Mmm. No lie, this tastes like takeout pizza. And the crust, it's awesome. Mmm. 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 No lie, this pizza is awesome. And it's really hard to make an awesome dairy-free vegan pizza, but I think we did it today. I think we did it. You guys will try this recipe seriously. Like, it is the best. And I mean, this is maybe my second time making a non-dairy vegan pizza. And I made a gluten-free one, which is also on the channel with sweet potato crust. But this is by far my favorite pizza, and it tastes really good. Use just normal pizza crust with unbleached flour, but I thought the whole wheat flour was a great healthy twist to the pizza from Forks Over Knives. I'm going to put that recipe at the bottom. I'm going to put this whole recipe at the bottom, and you can use mushrooms instead of the veggie burger, but I use the Beyond Burger, the plant-based Beyond Burger. It's a little, you know, indulgent, but it worked very well. I stir-fried it with some onions and some green peppers, and that just it just makes the pizza along with all the other toppings. So you can use mushrooms instead. That's totally fine. You don't have to use a veggie burger, but this is really good. And I really want you to try this recipe. I think that it is wonderful for a Friday night like today, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. I mean, I almost finished the whole piece, so It's good. It's good. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you will try the recipe, subscribe, and be back for more deliciousness. Come back for more delicious recipes because I'm certainly going to be making them. This recipe, enjoy your day, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my day. So